yeah. Yo, let's do this.
Welcome back, everybody. Kyle and Justin from Thicker Than Blood podcast coming back at you. We are in season 2, episode 5. Episode 5 goes fast, man.
Yeah, it's going by real quick.
Yeah.
So, because it's episode 5, if you still have not listened to what we've been saying for the past 4 episodes, go and watch Devo's Revenge. Part 1 and Part 2 is available on our channel.
Justin? Close the door. Let the heat out. Why you got it so dark in here? What is this?
Don't forget to like it, comment on it, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and every form of social media. We're also on how many different platforms for the podcast now?
We have audio versions of a handful of episodes on Anchor FM, and Anchor FM has put us also on Google Podcast. I think we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on like 10 other, almost everywhere you can get a podcast, audio version of it, we're on it right now. So we're going to be uploading more of our episodes onto Anchor. We only have, I think, 4 or 5 on there right now.
So we got
just to get started.
A little more to go.
Yeah, so
if you don't want to see our beautiful faces and listen to us on here, you can go there and listen to us there, because I know a lot of people don't really like using YouTube for podcasts.
Yeah.
But
so if you have Spotify, Google, any of that, you listen to them while you're driving, you can find us on there now and hear our voice anywhere you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, moving on to our lovely current event of what's going on right now.
Well, wait a second.
What?
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I got it from Spanky's.
Yeah, nice. Shout out to Spanky's, of course, still providing us with lovely attire. Our gentleman in the back, keep a lookout, because we are having a giveaway coming up, and I think Spanky's is going to be part of that as well. But definitely check them out. Spanky's Online on Instagram, and also shout out to our friends over at Freedom Firearms Unlimited. Pew pew coming at you.
Yes, we're actually supposed to have a meeting with them hopefully this week and go over the lovely things that we're going to be putting together for everyone that is viewing our content, and hopefully the people that are listening too will make their way over to our YouTube channel to see what kind of stuff we're putting together with Freedom Firearms. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just spoke to the owner the other day, earlier today, and got a lot of great ideas, a lot of fun stuff we're going to be doing. So I haven't even shared it with him yet. So
in conjunction with Freedom Firearms, if you are a gun owner, especially in the state of New Jersey, but of course anywhere out there, definitely look into a program or a company out there called U.S. Law Shield.
Yes.
I'm actually a member of U.S. Law Shield myself. It is basically, it's not an insurance policy for gun owners, because actually the governor of New Jersey banned that now. You cannot have insurance as a gun owner anymore. But they are basically a law shield, as they call themselves, where if you get into any kind of altercation with the authorities regarding your firearms, not even just your firearms, pretty much any kind of violent thing, anything that could come back as a domestic or anything violent,
aggravated assault,
they cover all of your legal fees and put some of the best Second Amendment defense lawyers on your case. No charge if you're a member. So definitely check out U.S. Law Shield, especially with all these like red flag laws coming out. But check them out. You won't be disappointed. And really affordable, super affordable.
Oh, it's cheap as hell.
Especially in comparison, if you have one little instance that goes on and you have to pay for those lawyers, it'll pay for itself probably for your entire life.
Probably 2 lifetimes, seriously.
For sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to the episode like you were saying.
Yes. Our current event of the evening. Obviously, you guys know that we shoot kind of a week in advance, so this is fresh news as of right now.
As of today.
As of today, yeah. I caught it when I was at the gym this morning. Kyle caught it at another time during his day.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Mr. Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein is spending his first night in custody after being found guilty of rape.
Oh my God. Basically like the white Bill Cosby. Without drugs.
Yeah.
Running rampant. About 90 accusers this guy has compiled over decades worth of raping people and taking advantage of people, more or less.
Yeah.
He's found guilty today. I believe 2 out of 3 charges against him. One, I haven't actually pulled it up. It is 3rd-degree rape he was found guilty of, and 1st-degree criminal sexual act he was found guilty of. The one he was found not guilty of was the most serious one, which was predatory sexual assault. And
What is that?
I believe the predatory sexual assault was pertaining to him forcing oral sex on a woman, and that's forcing himself performing oral sex on the woman, not making her suck his dick, basically forcing himself to eat her out. And yeah, and I was reading some of the things that the accusers were saying and testifying against, and basically saying that he would force himself on these women and make them do things, and they were all pretty much terrified of ever trying to call him out for it or go to the authorities or tell anybody about it because of the amount of power that they had. Like one accuser that said that he raped her, she said she was so terrified to say anything because of him and his wife. She knew him and his wife could destroy her, and nobody would take her side over theirs because of how powerful they were.
Destroy her in the way of her career, or
Basically, yeah,
or
blackball
powerful
her
enough
and-
to like actually take action in the way of like remove her from the fucking planet.
Who's to say?
Wait, his wife knew about this.
Yeah, oh yeah, like she's
Every
involved. Apparently, yeah. They
that's
were
news to me. I
a
actually
team.
didn't- I
They
didn't
were
know
basically
that.
a team in this whole fucking thing, and
So was she like there?
she specifically said, "I was terrified of him and his wife." I believe her name was Hillary, but she was terrified of what would happen to her.
God.
Now,
What are the
dude,
odds?
This is the thing, man. Being down here, a little pissant with everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us can really fathom what that world is like when you're dealing with people with that much money and that much power over
Yeah.
people. Who's to say that those people don't make people disappear?
It's true.
Especially when you have people threatening your livelihood in terms of that power.
Anyone with the name Hillary. I mean,
But still, I mean, I could completely understand why someone who would fall victim in that scenario would be afraid to say anything. You already have someone that pushed their will onto you and got their way and did what they want, and nobody stopped them. And
Yeah.
I'm sure. Here's the other thing: when you have 90 accusers, regardless of what exactly transpired and what happened, there's no way he wasn't known in that community for what he was doing.
well, it's
Which I bet you a lot of people do what he does.
oh yeah.
It's the Hollywood business is known for that, especially pedophilia.
I feel
but
like
that's not what he's
it's
being accused
every business.
of. Yeah, oh yeah, and when you're in
Yeah.
a position of power.
Yeah.
But obviously, when someone is able to get away with doing things, whatever he was doing, let's even say a percentage of them was non-consensual. He remains that they were all consensual, as most of the people say. But I can't imagine that you wouldn't be terrified if you're a nobody, with no money, nobody to believe you, you're trying to make something of yourself, you find yourself in this weird position. I could understand how someone would be afraid to call that guy out. And why
It's
would it take so
understandable.
long.
It's understandable. But this is coming from someone who has always wanted to be involved in that world of acting and this, that, and the other thing. I just got to say, if Harvey Weinstein pulled his cock out and told me to suck it and then I'd have a career, I'd probably do it. I'm not even going to lie.
Most people did.
As disgusting as that
a
sounds.
lot of people did.
And I'm actually straight.
Here's the thing. Scarlett Johansson had said, like, she did this whole speech at one of the women's march about this shit when the whole Me Too thing really started popping off. And her speech, she basically said, like, it's not her fault that she was too young to know how to say no. And what was happening to her was completely wrong. Because she was a young girl trying to break into Hollywood.
How young?
Become famous. I think she was like 19. Something around that. Again, this is a speech it's burned into my brain from a year ago, a year and a half ago, whenever it was. But I remember sitting there watching, and the one thing that stuck out to me is that she said she was too young and naive to know how to say no, or what was happening to her was wrong and this and that, which is kind of crazy. But
I don't buy that one from her at all. But this is also the same girl who believes she should have got paid as much as Robert Downey Jr. for her part in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So,
yeah.
which is painful.
So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. If you were trying to break into that and someone like Harvey Weinstein was like, hey, listen, you got to let me eat your box and I'll get you in this movie, would you do it?
Dude, if he wanted to suck my dick, oh my God, I'd let him do it every week. I don't even care.
Right, but I think if you do find yourself in that position, at first you're like, all right, this is what I got to do, and then it happens, and then life goes on, and you reflect back and say, holy shit, that motherfucker raped me. Holy shit, like I was taken advantage of, and yeah, I got this and that. Maybe it was a part of me getting where I am, but maybe that's not worth it anymore, and that's why people go back and retro. I don't want to necessarily say they revoke consent because that's something that I don't agree with.
It's
whatsoever.
bullshit. That's why. But the thing is this: these people that are going back and saying like, "Oh, was it all worth it?" That's like saying, "I robbed a bank and I got away with it, but I've been on the run my whole life." Mm-hmm. But you still got the reward of the money that you got. And then saying to
Not
yourself,
necessarily.
Well,
Not necessarily. You
but-
can't really say that because a bank robber robbed the bank
I
and took
understand.
all the money and
Yes.
got off scot-free.
Yes, I
The
understand,
bank guy didn't get like robbed and
but-
shoved like a stack of hundreds up his ass.
Okay.
And they were like, all right, we'll let you go. You know, it wasn't like that.
But what I'm saying, all right, just say someone who gets away with something and then leaves the country and then has all this money, but then they say, like, obviously, after so long, they're like, I'm never going to see any of my friends and family ever again now because of what I did.
Right.
Was it all worth it? Well, I have all this money now and I see what it's like on this side, and now I don't want to say revoking consent like you're saying, but it's almost like that. Like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't have did that, this, that, and the
Yeah.
other thing to get where I am today. But the fact is that you did do what you did to get where you are today, and you probably wouldn't be where you are. Not saying that it's not possible for people to get where they are, especially in that business, without blowing that fat bastard or having him eat their box
Yeah.
or anything along those lines. But it definitely helped people get where they wanted to be much faster than if they went the route of not doing
Again,
anything with him.
Talking about decades worth of time, 90 accusers, I bet you there's women that
probably a
won't
lot more
come
than that.
out
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
say
probably more.
something because they knew what they were doing and where it got them and how it affected them.
Yeah.
And maybe they're okay with that and look at it that way as well. You don't know. I think, you know, you could always say, I think this is what should be, the way everyone should act. Doesn't happen. Obviously, it's just never going to be a perfect world.
Of course.
But I think, you know, I would hope to think one of the solutions to that is that there has to be a zero tolerance from the people in that community. Like, if, again, all right, it goes back to one thing. There was an interview from years and years ago with Courtney Love on the red carpet being interviewed, and they said, you know, if you could give advice to a young starlet trying to break into Hollywood, what would you say? And she kind of like looked around nervously, and she's like, yeah, if you ever get a phone call from Harvey Weinstein to come to his fucking hotel room, don't go. So it's like, again, going back to what I was saying before, like, there's knowledge that this is what this guy is doing. Why is it being allowed? You know what I'm saying? That, even if, let's say, it was consensual or whatever, is the guy's still abusing his power.
Of course.
As a father of daughters, there should be zero tolerance for that. So I kind of say women like Courtney Love, who clearly knew something was going on, and I imagine a lot of
Did
Rosie
she
Perez
do it?
and all this. Who knows what she did?
Was she one of the accusers?
The thing is, Courtney Love was already very famous by the time she started trying to get into acting, but
Okay.
still, like one of her biggest breakout roles was in The People vs. Larry Flint, the movie about Hustler, where she played Larry Flint's wife.
Okay.
Huge role. Who knows what she had to do to get that role? Even still being famous, being Kurt Cobain's wife.
Yeah.
You know, she's still, I'm sure, a lot of famous people out there probably had to do things that I'm not proud of to get certain roles.
I'm sure.
Unfortunately.
Listen, I'm sure that's the case.
Now, I remember hearing, I think, Joe Rogan talk about this. It works both ways in Hollywood. There
Yes.
are women.
There are women who abuse their power as well. 100%.
Oh yeah, who are agents, talent agents, or
Of
producers,
course.
or whatever it is, that completely abuse their power and take advantage of young men and make them do all kinds of shit that nobody gives a fuck about because they're men.
No.
It's still wrong.
But, you know, and it also does boil down to most of the guys. I mean, dude, we're fucking creatures, man. A lot of guys don't give a fuck what they have sex with, this and the other thing. Then there's some who do.
Yeah.
To get what they wanted, a dude looks at it as like, I get to come,
Yeah.
and I get a job. Okay.
Yeah.
Is you know, and then obviously, what do? We go take a shower. All right, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Now I'm rich. That's how we look at it.
Somebody
We're
asked
we're
me-
very different.
A friend of mine who happens to go on one of those like arrangement sites where you do go on platonic dates, basically
Okay,
for money.
being a prostitute. Yeah. All right, continue.
And you know, I was talking to her about it. I was telling her, you know, just be careful. And yeah, it's platonic, but keep in mind if a guy is giving you a bunch of money, he may start to expect something for it. So be prepared for that. And she's like, oh well, you know, I'm a single fucking girl, and it is what it is, and you know, I know what I'm doing. And if one of these guys wanted to have sex with me and give me, you know, I was like, what about like $1,500? I was like, what if a guy wanted to pay your mortgage for the month? I'm like, for me, it's like, you know, around $2,000 or so. Like, and she's like, well, what would you do? She's like, what if you went on a date with a 65-year-old woman And she was like, I'll pay your mortgage. I was like, I would be naked before she finished the word mortgage. And she's like, yeah, well, you're a guy. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, it is what it is. One, I like to have sex. And two, if it's, it is what it is for me.
Yeah.
Know?
I mean,
Doesn't
listen.
creep me out. And I was like, now what I said to her was like, and go back to what you just said. I said to her, I'm like, listen, you got to understand that what you're doing is a little prostitutish. Like, you're going on these dates with these guys.
It's the definition of prostitution, but yeah.
And all because you're getting money at the end of it. Dude, she was getting some big fucking money from these guys.
Was?
I don't know if she's still doing it. I haven't talked to her.
Okay.
This is as of a few weeks ago. She was telling me about it.
All right.
A funny fucking phone call. But anyway, and so I said, I'm like, you got to realize that it's kind of prostitutish. And that's when she said, oh, well, what would you do? And this and that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I would do. And I'm like, because I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable with myself. It is what it is. I have no shame in my game. I'm like, and neither should you. I'm like, who gives a fuck what anybody else has to say? Like, oh, you're being a prostitute, this and that. At the end of the day, you're a grown fucking woman. You can make those decisions. I was like, you have to be okay with knowing that you're being a little prostitutish right now and going on dates with men just for fucking money. Like, and I asked her, I'm like, what was it like? She was like, it was kind of weird. It was like I was hanging out with one of my dad's friends. I was like, oh.
And then fucked them?
No, she didn't. And last I talked to her, she didn't
Oh,
have sex
she
with
didn't
these
do it.
guys. But she did kind of say, like, if one of these guys wanted to fuck, I'd probably do it. I was like, all right, then, you know where you're at. This is also a girl that's tired of being single, very lonely, and probably hasn't been fucked in a few months, and yada, yada, yada. So, not a bad-looking girl either.
So
and here's this. Oh, go ahead.
So basically, though, like, you straight up said, like, listen, you're a single girl, you can do what you want. So, I mean, kind of convince her that it's okay. And
It is. Well, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
I mean,
You're an adult.
it kind of sounds like you're
pimped her
you're
out.
the pimp of the situation here. That's exactly what it sounds like.
All right, so let's take it a step further. I told you it was a pretty funny story.
Did you make the arrangement? Did she go on your website?
We didn't get it.
Kyle's arrangements.
All right, so I'm friends with this girl, and we talk here and there, and she is very lonely, as I just said. She's a single mother. She's been single for quite a while. Can't
It happens.
find anybody to be in a relationship. Having a lot of trouble with it. Most times that we do talk, in the far and few between times that it is, that's one of the main topics is how lonely she is and wishes she could find somebody. And then the other one was she was complaining about finances because the fathers of her children is a deadbeat and his child support is like $150 a week and he's never paid it and that could really help her. Now she's having trouble paying for things and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, listen, I heard of this thing. And I was like, and don't take this the wrong way. I was like, I'm not trying to say this to be a dick. I was like, but I actually talked to somebody else who did this. This is where I learned about it. There is a website where you can basically arrange to go on dinner dates with older men who want to have just the company of a younger woman who maybe looks pretty good. And you can set it that it's strictly platonic so they don't think you're trying to have sex, so they don't expect any kind of sex. And they give you a ton of money. I told her one example that I was told about was a guy sent the girl that I knew, this is a different girl, sent the girl that I knew like $100 to go get her nails done, her fingernails and her toenails, and then sent her $250 just to send him pictures of them done. So she made $350 to go get her nails done and send pictures of her hands and feet only to some dude. And then she said she went on a dinner date with another older guy whose wife had died. His wife had died from cancer, and he was really lonely and just wanted someone to talk to. And at the end of the dinner date, he gave her $350.
Oh, dear Lord, if you see fit to send me my one true love. Thank you!
And paid for dinner, obviously.
Do they do this for, like, do they have this for women? Like women looking for...
It's the same, yeah, you could do it on the same site. The problem is there's no women out there looking for sugar babies.
Really?
There's no cougars out
Let me
there.
tell you something right now.
Let
If
me
I
keep
come
going.
in with my nails painted next week, you know why.
Let me keep going. So I told her about it, and I was just like, hey, consider it. Like, there's got to be, like, instead of complaining about your ex not giving you child support and this and that, like, stop expecting it from him. It's never going to happen. You just keep setting yourself up for disappointment.
Obviously.
Figure out a fucking way to do it yourself. Stop putting that on yourself and making yourself upset. So there's got to be other ways. So I told her about it. So, like, 2 weeks go by, and I'm, like, walking around my house or whatever, and I look down, and my phone's ringing, and it's from her. Which is odd because who does phone calls anymore? So I pick it up. She's like, hey, what's going on? Just want to give you a call. She's like, guess what I'm doing right now? I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I'm on my way to a date from that fucking website you told me about. This is my second date in a week. I went on a date a couple nights ago with somebody and was talking to him and telling him about this trip that I want to take my girls on. He was like, oh, well, how much is it? Like, how much do you need? She's like, I need like $600 to go on the weekend. He cash apped her $600 right there. And gave her another $100 for something else she needed and paid for dinner. And then she went on the other date, and the guy, just to go on a date, they went to like Barnes and Nobles to look around, and he was a little nerdy, she said, and he gave her $250 just to go to Barnes and Nobles with her. And she told me all about it, and that's when we had that conversation. I was like, I think I just pimped you out to a fucking arrangements website. Like, I think I should be getting 10% of everything that you make, because who's your boy? Come on.
Hey, man, you corny! Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Please believe that.
Like, what the fuck up? So then but then I was told, like, listen, please be careful. Make sure someone always knows where you are. Share your location with a fucking friend.
Yeah.
If you ever feel like you're in a sticky situation, please call me, because I will come and try to fucking help you. Like, because I can imagine, like, you're.
That's exactly what pimps do. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get my fucking. Listen, obviously she's not going to tell everybody about this. She's like, I didn't tell anybody. She's like, you're the only person I told because you're the one that gave me the idea. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to tell anybody, but being that I'm one of the only people you know, especially men, that know if you find yourself in a fucked up situation, call me. If I can, I'll do whatever I can to try and help you. So, because I don't want to see anything happen to her.
No one wants to see their their workers get in trouble.
And that's when we talked about. I'm like, dude, imagine if someone could like pay your fucking mortgage and start asking me. And then she asked me that question. So I said to her, I'm like, listen, make me a fucking profile on this website. Like, go on there. I was like, pull some photos off of my social media, make me a fucking profile. And then she was going to do it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. So I went onto the website.
Oh, you did it?
I made a profile just to like throw my line in the water to see if anything happens. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks. Nothing. Dude.
Nothing, huh?
And I looked like through the profiles on that website. It's all younger girls, like just basically saying, I want a man with a ton of money to travel around the world with and buy me shit. Like, so that's all it really is. I'll leave it up there. You never know. But yeah, dude, if I get a 60-year-old, it's like, I want to pay your car payment for the whole year or some shit, or pay your mortgage this month, I'll be like, where do you want me to put my mouth? Like, point to the area where,
But in a situation like that, like just say it got to the point where she actually wanted to bang you, do you think you could get it up?
Me? Yes. Yeah.
All right, look, you grab your dick, and then you have someone else work your arm. Here, let me show you. I grab my arm, I'm grabbing my dick, you're grabbing my arm, now work it. Work my arm. See that shit? Work it up and down.
I don't have many issues in that department, dude.
Well, let me tell you something right now. There would be. Not only would I not be able to get it up, I wouldn't be able to keep anything down. I'd probably throw up right
I have
on
a
the fucking
great
lady.
imagination. And who knows, dude, at that point, I'd be like, listen, I gotta like pull up Pornhub or something. Like, yeah, who knows? Like, hey, let's watch some porn. Like, hey, ever watch
She's
porn?
like, yeah. She's like, I got some good stuff right here.
Some black and white.
Yeah, it's like.
You're like, like that old like black and white fucking silent movie music. It's like Groucho, like fucking somebody.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, which actually is pretty ironic because that actually brings up, our lovely talks that we have about pornography and stuff. Mm-hmm. Speaking of older porn, I have some older porn. I mean, last week we did a little bit of a reaction video.
Yes, which is hilarious.
Which was fantastic. Yeah. So I actually took it back a little bit in my masturbation sessions and went to an old favorite of mine, an old porn star that I used to watch back in my earlier days.
Okay.
And it's been a while. I don't think she does this stuff anymore. But her name was Linda Friday, or we'll just go by the name Friday. She's got like she's got a nice little F tattooed in her pubic area. And this is, dude, she's 4'11".
Okay.
She's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the typical, obviously my type of what I would like. She's actually kind of a bigger chick, but within reason. She's got big old fake boobies and stuff. But she's a fucking tiny fucking girl. Mm-hmm. So I have a video that I'm gonna do a little reaction video for you, just so you could just take a look at who I'm talking about. And do we have headphones, Steve?
I got some right here.
We got headphones?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna just watch this, and I'll just tell you, I can't obviously show the camera or anything like this before we get booted off the air. So here, just plug that into that little hole.
That's what she said.
All right, are we in?
Yep.
Okay. So, we're going to put this on. And
The title is Busty Gagging Deep Throat Cum Drink Face Cum? What the fuck? It's on X videos.
X videos.
Busty Gagging Deep Throat Cum Drink Face Cum.
So, let's take a little look here.
Yeah, turn it up.
Turn on my left earphone, man. So that's her. I can't hear her.
Blonde with double left tits. She's clothed.
Yes, she looks absolutely lovely.
Jesus. She's
me-
got cantaloupes under her shirt.
Give me that earphone. This one. All right, so I'm gonna join in on this.
Whoa.
Melons McGee, as we put
Those
it.
are
So the
beautiful.
face is actually quite spectacular. She's got a nice little nose, nice little smile, a little like pink headband, and she's currently bouncing on a bed as the camera zooms in right on her boobies.
Wow. Those are massive.
Massive melons.
Beautiful.
She's 4
Super
foot,
fake.
4'11".
Super hot.
See, and big old booty. So, and it's just funny because this is obviously very old school.
Dude, she just wiped her asshole with no toilet paper, pretty much. She pulled her pants down
and did like
and wiped
She
her
was
ass.
like a little like.
Yeah, it was a wipe.
Yeah, it was a wipe. She wiped her crack. So she's actually kind of thin in this video and jumps immediately
Right
to
into
her
a
fucking just blowing an
huge dick in
enormous
her mouth.
penis. Like 69ing and oh lord. So
Now, also, that could be an average sized dick because she is.
so tiny.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
she's quite talented at what she does. So we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit. So she's doing the dirty talking mixed with the slight giggles as she's blowing the penis.
This is good.
It's
This is good.
It's good, right? It's very
good.
good. So you know why I tune
She's a
into her.
pro.
She's very good at what she does.
That's
Yes.
incredible.
So she's got the dirty talking down.
It's definitely a cum drink face cum. What was it?
Come drink face
Cum drink face cum. That's what it said. Yeah.
Okay. So we're actually gonna take this a little bit further here, and
Whoa.
oh gee, that's a
Yep.
rough angle.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
basically, from this, it's
It's
the
Whoa, there we go.
it's
Thank
like
you, camera guy.
it's like the underneath, like it's back here, as like she's
camera angles there.
yeah, it's down
under
here.
the guy's like you.
Yeah, I see a lot
That's why I
of
said thank you, camera guy, because I hate this angle when they get the guy's asshole like right on the thing. I'm like,
yeah,
come on,
like
man.
it's just all man taint.
Yeah.
And just underneath dick and like
Jesus.
bottom of girl chin.
Okay.
I hear a lot of the guy moaning, which is making me a little uncomfortable. So we're gonna.
She's just trying to like ruin her throat. That's
Yeah,
all she's right now she's just trying to ruin her throat. So it's
And-
all blowjob this video.
Oh, this is a full BJ only, which is not my normal. And there we go. Oh,
He's painting her face. That's a
double eye shot. A double eye shot. That's incredible. It actually landed one eye, then the
boom.
other, on
Globs.
the forehead, in the nose, on the chin.
This guy got every
Like,
point
and
possible.
This is a ton of cum. Oh my God. He's still going. He's still going.
Yeah, bullseye, bitch. That's
Bull-
the greatest cum shot of all eternity. That was amazing.
That was fantastic.
That's the best one I've ever seen. Like he hit all
and
major
she's
points.
giggling the whole time. So
Forehead, both eyes, nose, mouth, and I
Yes.
think the cheek. You got it all.
that was quite spectacular. So if anyone, if anyone wants to tune into that, just listen to what we just read the name off and type that into X video, or just look up
Where's that fleshlight?
Friday. Yeah, the fleshlight. So yeah, I'm probably gonna
Wow.
be taking that home later. So, but anyway, that was great, right? That's
really
an
good.
that's an old school porn star from back in the day. She's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
So I suggest you take a little look on
My
that.
one of my favorite old school porn stars was, I don't know the proper pronunciation of her first name, but I believe it's Niecy. Niecy Sterling? Maybe Nikki Sterling? N-I-C-I Sterling.
I'm gonna have to look this up. So
She always reminded me of Elizabeth Hurley.
N-I-C-I Sterling.
Yeah.
Huh. This is I've not seen. Oh Lord, the thumbnail. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Smoking hot. Though,
Put it this way, it is just a very, very dark ball sack, and it looks like
Buried deep.
it is just, this guy is balls deep in her ass. as the thumb. Oh, that's good.
Super hot.
That's interesting. That's actually pretty good. Dude, that's like all anal, man. I can't with the anal, but she looks good.
Very hot.
This is like really like taking it back. Like this is definitely some retro.
This is like 80s.
This is some 80s shit right
Yeah,
here.
man. She's great. That was one of my first favorites.
It's good. It's good. You know what? It's funny too because when you take it back to the old porno days. Like, do you remember back when we were kids? And obviously, like, you know, when all adolescents get together, it's almost like the adventure to find porn. Find your dad's porn or your friend's dad's porn, and this, that, and the other thing. I don't know if you remember back in the day when we had, had the illegal box with like the pay-per-view, like, the Spice Channel. Remember that? So back in the day, I remember when the friends had gotten the legal box. We never had it in my house, but my friends got it, and I was like 8 years old. Okay, this is the first time I saw porn. I was 8 years old. As fucking terrible as that is, explains a lot. So when they had gotten that, we had gone over to their house, me and my brother, and this is obviously before I even met you, and I had no idea what was going on. My brother fully knew what was happening. Like, oh yeah, we're going there, and we're gonna fucking be watching some porno. So we get there, and there was three of them. It was the Smiths. You know what I mean? So there's three of them. So me and Marcus get there, and then obviously right away it's like, oh yeah, the boys are in the basement. They're watching a movie on the new box. And I'm like, oh, cool. We go down into the basement. We get in the basement right away. Like, Marcus goes and sits down on the couch. Like, just staring at the TV, and I'm like, look, and everyone's just sitting there staring at the TV, like, frozen. I'm like, what the hell are we watching here, man? Yeah. So then, the oldest one's like, you sit the fuck down. You shut the fuck up. You don't say a thing. And I'm like, okay. So I sit down, and I start looking at him. So right away, I'm like, the hell's he doing? Like, what is happening right now? And that was my first witnessed porno for the first time when I was 8 years old.
Holy shit.
Around like fucking 5 other people.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. Yeah. Because the youngest one of them was younger than me. He was like 7.
Yeah, holy shit.
Horrible. Yeah. But being exposed that young, and then after that, it was just the quest to find porno at your friend's house all the time. And then, years later, obviously Nick, who you know, I go to his house years and years later when they moved into the Toms River area, and his older brother Frank, he's like 6 years older. He says to me, he's like, "Wait till Nick falls asleep. I got something to show you." And I'm like, "Okay." So Nick falls asleep, and he's like, "Yo, check this shit out." Pops a VHS tape in. He's like, "Dude, these are my dad's," and it's like this old '70s fucking porno tapes.
Oh god. Dude, I really thought you were about to say it was like
no.
his dad in a sex tape. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh my god, that would be some fucking traumatizing
that's where I thought
shit.
you were going with that.
No, thank God. But no, this is the first time I ever found out who Ron Jeremy was.
Oh, okay.
He was in one of these videos, and it was called Sexy Sizzlers Volume 6. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
And there was only like three scenes in the whole movie. But it was so fucking awful. I'm like, oh my god, this is what people used to jerk off to. And obviously, that's all we had at the time. So I was like, well, all right, it's not bad. I mean, I guess I can make use of it one day. Yeah. But Ron Jeremy, it was the first time I was exposed to Ron Jeremy. Jesus. And seeing this man's enormous cock. Right. And but the video itself was fucking hilarious. And it starts off at Ron talking about, it's like, I had an interview with the queen of jerk-off, Tracy Lasorda. Let's take a look at my video interview with her. So then it cuts to him. He's like, so Tracy, I just spent months dying to have an interview with you. And the camera's like zoomed in. He's so sweaty. And he just has a fucking bow tie on. Oh my God. It starts to like pan down. He's fucking naked. He's so hairy. Yep. And it's literally him, like with his leg on an ottoman, like this, naked, with his fucking enormous dick. And she's blowing him as he's interviewing her. Awesome. So as she's answering the question, she's like, oh, it's fucking great. And as that happens, obviously he keeps saying funny things. He's like, yes. Oh, no, wait, the teeth. No, watch the teeth. Okay, that's good. All right. Oh my God. And she like says something. He's like, yeah, I know. Barbara Walters says this to me all the time. But no, come on, give me a serious answer. Who is the real Tracy Lasorda? Oh my God. But yeah, it's absolutely great. It was very funny. I tried finding it online, and I have not had any luck. I'm very upset about that. Yeah. But as far as old school porn goes, I mean,
Yeah, well, still kind of on the subject of porn, not necessarily, it's kind of pornographic maybe. I'll let you be the judge. Something came out, I believe it was this past week, and I don't think you know who she is, but have you ever heard of Erykah Badu?
No.
Okay. She's like I want to say one of my favorites, but she's an R&B singer. Beautiful woman, super fucking, she's such a unique soul. Like the woman is just so, I don't know if bizarre is the right word, but she's so unique, man. Very talented.
Okay.
Beautiful woman. Huge ass. Oh my God. Ever go back, watch the fucking window seat video. Oh my God. But anyway.
I'm gonna have to look this name up. How do you spell it?
Erykaah. Erykaah. Erykah Badu.
It's an interesting way to spell a first name.
Yeah. She's nowhere near your type whatsoever.
Oh, good Lord. No, not at all.
So anyway, so she came out with a product, I believe it was this past week, and it doesn't sound too bad at first, but it's an incense.
Is this, wait, hold on. Am I looking at the right person?
Let me see. Show me.
Dude, she's like 50.
Yeah. She's been around a long time. She's still gorgeous. Oh, love her. Love her. Anyway, so listen. So she came out with a product this past week or so.
Uh-huh.
It's an incense, incense that like you burn.
Okay.
And it's called Badusi.
All right. You smell good already and haven't even lit it up yet.
What?
Badusi. It's
Please.
Badu pussy. It smells, is scented with the essence of her vagina.
But oh my, oh, so
That's fucking disgusting. Are you
sold
kidding me?
out in 20 minutes.
What?
Sold out in 20
on.
minutes.
That's-
Badusi.
I know it's not supposed to be edible, but this is the best pussy I've ever tasted. Badu's pussy is.
That's fucking disgusting.
I wanted to wait to tell you about it. 'Cause
Did you
I
buy
wanted
it?
to get it. It sold out. I wanted to get it.
You tried to.
I wanted to get it and burn it, and wait for you to like maybe pick up on the scent and be like, "What is this? What scent is that? What smell?" And then we go, but I couldn't. It's sold out. I can't get it. So
I don't think that would be my reaction. If I smelt someone's twat, I think I would
So-
do my John Taffer. I'd be like, what does that fucking smell?
I happened to be perusing the internet,
Oh boy.
and I came across. I only watched one of these, and it was like a
Yeah.
review video. It was like, "Oh, guy reviews Erykah Badu's incense video," and I'm like, "All right, let's see what he's got to say." So the guy pulls out the fucking thing. He's looking at it. He's like, "Oh, he's like, here's the Badusi fucking incense and blah blah blah." Smells it. He's like, "All right, smells pretty good. Smells pretty good." He's like, "All right, I got my little stand here. I'm gonna light it on a thing and."
That's disgusting. He ate it.
Chomps the whole incense stick into his mouth and is sitting there chewing it and swallowing it. And he's like, "That is the best pussy I've ever tasted in my life. I'm gonna order a ton of this stuff." And he's like, "I know you're not supposed to eat this, and it might not be edible." He's like, "But I couldn't help myself."
He's dead, right?
And I don't know.
Please tell me.
But yes, how crazy is that? I'm definitely gonna order some. I want to know what it smells like.
You're gonna eat it, aren't you?
Fuck no. No, come on. I wouldn't, like, that's like ordering like a rubber pussy, like a rubber vagina, and eating that
Yeah,
thing
and
out.
eating that, eating your
stupid.
Like, you're gonna eat my
Don't get me
fleshlight.
wrong. I love giving girls oral sex. It's one of my favorite things to fucking do. I really enjoy it. So, but I'm not doing it. I'm not licking incense that smells like it. I'm not eating out of fake pussy. Like, I need the real deal in my life. So, I'm not gonna eat the
sorry,
incense.
man, but
I want to
just-
burn it. I want to smell it. Now, here's the thing. Like, I wonder if it's truly infused.
I really hope not.
I bet you it is.
That's so gross.
I bet you she like squirt into a vat.
Oh, God.
Filled up a vat of squirt. And then they like put that into the
dude.
thing and like infuse it.
That even made him
bet.
fucking go, ugh.
Yeah. I wonder if that's what it is. I would love to know the manufacturing process for a Badusi.
Can we do the research on it? Maybe there's some information on
Look
that.
it up real quick. Badusi.
That'd be like me making a fucking candle that smells like my asshole.
How's your asshole smell?
Like fucking shit. Which
I
I'm
mean,
sure, like...
do girls like love eating it? Like they can't get enough of your asshole? Because maybe it smells good.
Listen, I've had women ask to eat my ass, and I'm like, no, yuck. I know what goes on down there. Believe me, you don't want to put your tongue there. That's fucking gross. She's got a perfume called Black Magic.
She announced she was going to release a line of incense that smell like her vajayjay. Well, some are confused. More were intrigued by the idea. The Badoo Pussy Premium Incense sold out on the day of their debut in a matter of minutes, 19 minutes to be exact. Sold out, get their hands on a Badussy. She restocked 100 more packs. According to the site, there's 20 incense per box, and they cost $50.
$50?
More than $2 a fucking stick, dude.
That's fucking ridiculous.
The
Oh my
Bad
God.
Lady singer says she played off the joke that once she gets in a relaxed with a man, they come out transformed. There's an urban legend that my pussy changes men, which is true. There's definitely a legend about fucking Erykah Badu turning dudes out.
What does that mean?
They go through a metamorphosis when they deal with this woman, and their whole life changes. Dude, Andre 3000 turned into like a fucking alien after fucking with this chick.
I don't believe that.
So
bullshit.
strange. The men that I fall in love with and fall in love with me change jobs and lives. The native actually burned pairs of her own underwear to give her incense an authentic feel, or should I say smell. I took lots of pairs of my panties, cut them up into little pieces, and burned them. Even the ash is part of it. So, she
That's
used
fucking disgusting.
worn underwear
That's so gross.
and infused that into an incense stick. So it's not exactly juices from her pussy, but it's underwear, I guess, that had her fragrance in it.
I'm not gonna be able to eat tonight, man. This is
I'm
fucking
still highly
gross.
intrigued. I bet you it smells delicious.
It smells like burnt hair.
Yeah.
Well, I was just reading that apparently Gwyneth Paltrow might sue her for copyright because Gwyneth Paltrow apparently made a candle that smells like her twat.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
That's fucking weird, dude. That's so gross and just ugh.
Yeah. The Paltrow pussy.
Seriously, what if a dude came out with a fucking candle that smelled like their dick?
It smell like cheese.
Exactly.
Like a cheese candle.
Twats don't smell incredible either, dude.
Could you imagine that? Like a candle you see like on the shelf at a store and it's just got like a picture of like a scrotum with like scraggly hairs on it. Like the scrot candle.
I saw something on Shark Tank about a guy who like made all kind of fucked up candles, and one of them was it had like a nuclear symbol on it. It was the fart candle, and it like smelled like shit.
Wow.
I wanted to buy one. I heard it's like he's like that's our best seller. But the best is like watching each shark as they like smell it. Like Kevin and Lou was like, oh God, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Like the look on their face is
Reminds
like,
me of those fucking jelly beans that have all the different.
Oh,
fucking
those
tastes
were
on it. We
fucking-
should do that one time.
what, eat shit
Get a
tasting
bunch of them, just sit
jelly
here and,
beans?
like, just eat random ones as we're talking.
That would
just see
probably
what
be
happens.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think we should do that.
I'm down with that. If anyone wants to fucking buy us some fucked up gross jelly beans, we'll actually eat them on camera.
Yeah.
That
Speaking
actually
of
would
eating
be-
things, though, I wanted to ask you. It's still kind of on topic with everything that we're talking about in terms of porn, sex, all that, pussy smell, whatever.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about eating stuff. I know you partake sometimes in the edibles, in the edible department. I partake in the smoking of the marijuana department. Mm-hmm. And I wondered, I know it probably affects everybody a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
How does it affect your sex life, like your sex drive when you're stoned?
Okay.
Is there an effect? Does it have an effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's yeah. All right. I had an edible for the first. I've never smoked anything. I've never smoked a cigarette. Never smoked weed. Never smoked anything. I was against weed for a very, very long time, and I'm not anymore. Because I mean, you can't deny the fucking research, dude. You just can't. Yeah. Plain and simple.
Not only that, dude, once you actually experience marijuana and get past the first time, because I think everybody gets like retarded high their first time, and sometimes it scares people. But
Yeah.
even for those people that do, once you experience weed and realize that it's nowhere near what any people who are against it make it out to be, and realize that you can do it safely and you're not going to overdose, you're not going to die, you don't get retarded.
Well, people have demonized it so much,
yeah.
and it's. I gotta tell you, man, it's, for the longest time, like I said, I was definitely against it. And I can see how people can make the argument of, oh, it's a gateway drug. Like, if people, they'll smoke that and they'll wonder, like, oh, like, what is this stuff gonna do to me? Like, oh, if this was this good, like, what is this gonna do? I understand that some people can make that connection. But listen, that's person to person. And I feel like if that person's gonna do something, they're gonna do it regardless.
I feel like the biggest gateway drug, if there really is one, would be alcohol.
Yeah, and I agree
That's
with that.
the biggest
I agree with that
gateway drug there is.
100%. I agree. But as far as the whole weed thing, I didn't have my first edible until I was like 28 years old, 27, 28.
Right, I was gonna say last year.
It was about 2 years ago, yeah, give or take. Yeah.
Okay.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're almost 30. So.
I'm going to be 30 in May, so. But I was obviously like a little freaked out at first when I did it because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. I've never been stoned before. It was weird, I got to admit. And obviously with an edible, you know, it doesn't actually hit a lot of times until like 2 hours.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're just fucking high.
I felt like I was floating. I was laying on the sofa, I was watching a movie, and I felt like I was floating. It was weird. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. Like, not bad. Like, I feel good. And then I remember I've eaten them more since then. I remember then the one time I did eat them, I was home for the night. I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching fucking movies, chilling, playing some video games. And I ate an edible, and I ate a little more than I did previous time. And I got fucked up from this. Like, ridiculous. Yep. And it was hilarious. Because I remember, and when I eat an edible, dude, I feel it for at least 13 to 15 hours. That's how long it lasts for me.
Holy shit.
People are like, how the fuck does it last that long for? Just us. I feel it for like 15 hours usually. And I remember when I did this I was really fucking stoned. And out of nowhere, I got so fucking horny. Like, ridiculous. And I'm like, oh, God. I gotta fucking jerk off or something. So oh God. So I just started like looking up porn, and I find a video, and this is still a good video to this day, with Ava Devine.
Oh my God.
I'll never forget her. You know who that is?
Oh yeah.
Giant boob.
First time I ever
Asian.
saw her was My Friend's Hot Mom with Naughty America.
That's the one. That's the video I'm talking about. With Scott Nails, and she literally bangs her son's best friend.
Yep.
Oh my God. So I find this video and I'm fucking just ripped out of my mind now.
Yeah.
And I'm literally watching this video and I'm just like, oh, I'm beaten off. And I was so stoned. I felt like I was the guy in the video getting boned.
Jesus.
By the girl, like getting blown, getting like fucking her and everything. Everything she was doing, I was feeling. So I gotta tell you, it was fucking cool. And I'm like, this is fucking great.
Okay.
So so that's how that went. And
so is it still like that for you though? Like, does it still increase your sex drive? And
it doesn't increase the drive, but the sensation.
It does.
Definitely increases for me.
Okay.
More often than not. You know what I mean? It's not that I get more horny when I do it or not. It's just if I do something, it's that much more like, like something like that. But I'll tell you, man, it really, I was in the video. That's how fucking stoned I was, and it was pretty cool.
Interesting.
How about you?
Weed. Let's see. The thing for me, like weed is, it's like I don't want to say a downer, but weed has always been like my relax point. Like when I'm like I always smoke before I go to bed, or I like smoking after sex. But when I smoke right after, I do not want to. It fucks my drive up. Like I don't want to. I want to relax. I want to lay down. Not that I can't have sex afterwards. Like again, if you entice me a little bit,
I'm saying,
I'll snap right
yeah,
out.
like.
But like that was always one thing. Back when I was married, we always smoked together all the time, and it made her hornier. It made me less horny. So it was, she would be wanting to go after we smoked. And I'm like, I'm about to lay down. I'm about to sit on the couch and melt into the couch. Like, all right. I'm like, I really don't feel like putting out that fucking energy. Like, come on.
Understandable.
You know?
Understandable.
But yeah, I don't know. If I wanted to have sex, or I knew I was about to try or whatever it was, I would not smoke because just.
Well, remember, there's also a very big difference between a high from smoking and a high from eating an edible, though, too.
Now, my problem, me and you have the polar opposite experience with edibles.
Don't hit you.
You get high for 15 fucking hours off a gummy bear, and I can literally eat like one of those giant gummy bears that's an edible, and I do not get high. I don't get high from edibles. Like
that's a shame.
I've eaten so many edibles, dude. I've literally gotten high twice.
That's sorry to hear.
And like barely high.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Barely high.
You know, it really like when I told you I injured my shoulder at the gym and stuff. when I obviously ate that, ate an edible, this and the other thing, my shoulder pain, everything felt great after that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel much, much, much better, obviously. Loosens me up a lot and everything like that.
Yeah. So weed and sex, glad I got your experience over because obviously I have a very different one. And my big thing with weed that happens to me a lot, even though I like smoking it so much, my biggest problem with weed is that it creates a lot of anxiety for me.
Okay.
I get in my own head with things, especially when I'm worrying about something. Like for instance, going on a first date, I try not to smoke weed before I go on a date because then I'll start thinking crazy shit in my head. Like, oh my God, like what if she thinks I'm ugly? What if it goes bad? What if I don't know what to say? What if we don't, all that stupid shit.
Yeah.
So it kind of got me thinking in terms of the what's the etiquette question that I want to ask you, because this is something that I was going through in my own head, and I was talking to a girl that was very successful, very beautiful, driven, kind of at a high level, operating at a high level. And I started thinking to myself like, oh my God, is this girl out of my league? Could she be out of my league? Am I shooting for the fucking moon here, thinking that this girl is gonna try to talk to me or have any interest in me because I feel like she is 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of me in life.
Top shelf.
In terms of where she's at and what she's doing. So I wanted to ask one, like how do you go about asking somebody out that you think is out of your league? And maybe that kind of turns into a whole other thing. Like, are there leagues? Do leagues exist?
Totally leagues.
Do leagues exist? And who determines who is in what league? What determines what league you're in? And if there are leagues and there is different categories, how do you go about asking somebody out that is maybe out of your league?
Okay.
What do you think?
I like it. And yeah, there's definitely leagues. I just think we need a visual aid to establish those leagues. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay, so a little movie magic. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh. There we go.
Thanks, Elrod.
Elrod.
So
here we have the Pyramid of Pussy. Pyramid of cocks and dicks. And we've come up with a scheme of potentially 4 different leagues. Obviously the top being the creme de la creme.
Top shelf.
Yeah, top shelf.
That's the gray goose.
Kind of determined the factors that come into play that may dictate what league you do fall in. So we are agreeing there are leagues.
Oh, there's totally
leagues
leagues.
exist.
Yes.
And now we're going to determine how the fuck you find out what league you're in. So
yeah.
At the top, someone who is far ahead of the rest of the pack, and they have the looks.
Yeah.
They have the money, the career, the drive, the success. They have the personality. They're funny. They're not a fucking asshole. This, whatever. They're a cool person. They're not stuck up and full of themselves. And minimal risk and/or baggage. I guess we could call that one. Minimal risks, meaning that they don't have a crazy fucking ex. They've never been to prison. They don't have an uncle that gets drunk at every single function and tries to touch them. Things like that.
Yeah.
Fucking risk, baggage, shit. That's problem. They got the bare minimum of it, because everybody's got some kind of. If you fucking think you got no baggage,
yeah,
you're probably named Dexter and you kill people. So
yes, exactly.
Everybody's got a little bit. So that would be tier 1. You are the fucking shit. Number 2, not too bad. 3 out of 4 of those. So maybe you got the looks. Maybe you're a cool person. You don't have a lot of baggage, but you're fucking broke as a joke and you live in your mom's basement.
Yeah.
Number 2, not so bad.
I see a lot of those. I feel
yeah.
Like. Yeah, I feel like that's like more. I think that's like the normal league. I feel like a lot of those I've seen.
I agree. Next step down, 2 out of 4. So maybe you're a cool person and you look pretty good, but you're broke as fuck, and you've got 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
And
that's actually the one I see the most. Yeah. Number 3, I think I've seen the most.
Oh yes.
Like, oh God.
I think this is where most people lie.
She's so cool, this, that, and the other thing. But
she's got 3 baby daddies.
She's got 3 baby daddies and has never worked a day.
She's on welfare.
Yeah, like just complete train wreck.
Yada yada yada. Not that welfare is a terrible thing, But anyway.
Yeah.
Right. And then number 4 is the fucking lowliers.
But what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
I didn't even see that.
You only got 1 out of 4 of these. Hopefully, at least 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
Maybe you look great, but you're living in your mom's basement. You're a fucking douchebag, and you got 3 baby mamas, and you don't know what you're doing. Maybe you sell drugs, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, man.
or whatever. Maybe you're, really cool person, but you look like fucking hell. You're broke dick, and again, you're a drug dealer that sells methamphetamine out of your mom's basement. Who knows? So,
as far as league number 1, 2, 3, and 4, where do you believe that you fall into on this lovely chart we put in?
I'm going to say number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
So
I don't think
2 out of 4.
Yeah,
I already think I know which ones you're gonna pick here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I have pretty good personality.
I would agree.
Tend to be a pretty funny guy.
Yeah.
I'm almost gonna. Maybe I'm number 4. Maybe I'm number 4. I might be number 4.
Oh God!
All right.
I was just looking at you like,
yeah,
you're like,
wait a second.
You're like looking at the list, like, all right.
I got a pretty good personality. I think I'm pretty funny. I can get along with just
I
about
would
anybody.
give you looks too.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm average. I don't think I'm like.
Well, all right. Well, again, looks. I mean, this is. I mean, we have to like subcategorize these almost at that point.
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm not hideous.
Yeah, you're not
a fucking hideous.
Yeah, you're a good-looking
I don't
dude.
have like snaggle teeth. My teeth are nice.
How many swipes do you got on Tinder?
Oh, I don't know. Not a lot. I don't get like a ton. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the number is.
I think you get a decent amount, bro.
I do okay.
Yeah, you do all right. I think you got looks, dude.
I don't know. I was gonna say minimal. Obviously, minimal risk is out for me.
Oh, that's definitely
got
out
an
for you.
ex-wife, been divorced, got a secret fucking baby most people don't know exists. Yes. I got a secret fucking baby out there and people that don't even know about. I got all kinds of shit going on,
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of money. I'm nowhere near. I mean, I'm not broke. I have a good job. I make a decent wage, but I'm nowhere near what I want for myself. I'm still way far off from my goal.
So, you know what? Then we would have to classify this as the leagues on the lower scale of leagues of the average person. Because I think there's another set of leagues above this for the people that are, like, for instance, the most celebrities date other celebrities, as you've seen a lot of times. And I think there's leagues in that fashion too, of like, you know what I mean, being in the entertainment business and such. I mean, certain things along that. Like, there's people that are like, oh yeah, you
It's like
do good,
divisions,
you do.
of leagues.
Divisions of leagues.
Jesus.
So this
Need,
is
a
like
whole pie.
Yeah, so this is like the league for the normal people down here, I think.
For sure.
So, because when we refer to money, we refer to like, I think you refer to, you make a good living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For me, you don't have to be a millionaire.
You don't have
I'm
to
not
be
talking about being a millionaire.
You're not like a billionaire.
I'm talking about being comfortable. Like, you make a decent living. You're not living check to check. Your bills are all fucking paid.
You do good.
You got a nice car in a driveway. You're able to buy shit you want. You go on vacations. You live the life that most people want. Not super, crazy fucking rich.
Yes.
I'm not talking millionaire.
Okay.
But making
you
150K a year plus.
So you believe that you're in number 4? Shit, man. I would put you in number 3.
I'm like in between. I have my days where I look all right, So
I think since you got rid of the beard and like went a little shorter, I think you definitely fall in number 3, bro. If you still had that beard, I'd fucking throw you in number 4 in a heartbeat.
Jesus Christ.
I hate hair.
Is that bad?
I hate hair.
All right.
Other people would disagree though with the beard, man. I'm sure a lot of people are upset about the whole.
I'll tell you
beard
what. You guys grade us. What category
man,
do
you're
you
opening
think?
up a can of worms right there.
Let us know.
Oh, jeez.
What category are each one of us in?
From
Am
that
I a
comment
4?
I just made, I probably just lost the personality one.
Am I at number 4? Can I squeeze out a 3 because I can be kind of funny and easygoing and maybe I'm not that bad looking? I don't know. It's a lot of you. Minimal risk is tough for people that don't actually know us personally because you really don't know a lot of our background. Although I've spilled the beans a lot about
I
myself
think they're
here.
getting to know us a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see. Like, if I put myself in a higher league, I mean, I think I should make you put me in a league in what one you think. I can't pick my own league.
All right. Well, you tried to make me pick mine, so you're giving me 3, is what you're saying?
I would definitely put you in at least 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just put a little
Because we've addressed what the money situation means.
Kyle?
Kyle? All right.
If I were to rate you, man, I would say I'm gonna give you a 2, possible 1.
You're gonna put me in a 1.
Possible 1.
Okay.
Obviously, 1, you have no risk.
No.
There's minimal to 0 risk there because you have no baggage. I mean, whatever. Personality, I think this is probably the gray area for you.
Questionable.
I think
one.
you're a great guy. I love you.
Yeah.
But I would think that a lot of girls, you would come off as like the typical gym rat kind of, and again, don't take any offense, maybe like a Tool kind of guy, because it is what it is. But
Hey man, you got to play the part.
But personality-wise, you're still a really good guy. You're a great guy. You're a very genuine person. You're an honest person. You're not a fucking douchebag. You're not a scumbag. You don't lie to people. You don't manipulate people. So
It's true.
just because you're maybe a little too honest sometimes doesn't make you a bad personality.
Yeah.
You know? So I can't say you have a bad personality.
Yeah. I'm very funny too.
Yeah, and right, you're very
Yeah.
funny. Money, you make a great living for yourself.
I
you
do
work
well,
very hard. You're very driven. I mean, you don't stress over that shit. You pay your fucking bills, so that's obviously not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And look-wise, I'm not gay, but you definitely don't seem like a bad fucking guy. I wouldn't fuck you, but I know girls find you attractive.
There's been a handful. Yeah.
So I don't think you have trouble in the looks department. So really, man, you're
just
breaking through this number one very easily. So
well, see, my goal is to get out of this subsection to go up to that other one day. That's what I want to get at. I want to get out of here and get us up to there.
You're doing it, dude.
So
You're on your way.
I think, again, rate us, because I'm sure, if everyone rates me, I'm going to fucking drop down to a 4. I'm sure with everyone else, after we just put me into a 1. But, say, fuck that guy, he's definitely a 4. A prick.
Not only that, though, what other attributes, aside from the 4 that we came up with, what else is determining where you land in this pyramid? Or what did we miss? What did we forget? I mean,
I'm sure there's a million things.
Oh,
And obviously it's 3 guys here doing this. I'm sure
Yeah.
women, these might not even, none of these might be on women's. You know damn straight money's going to be on there, so don't fucking play that game. But, and
here's the thing
looks
with
and-
money, like, if it's just not working out for you at the time, in terms of like you have not attained the success financially,
Yeah.
that might be okay if you're working to get there.
So money, drive.
Yeah, if you have the drive, if you're like
ambition.
a fucking waiter, but you're working hard to get out of that,
Yes.
move on to the next level, you're not somebody who's just happy working at fucking Wendy's for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck it may be.
Want to get up to that next tier.
Yeah. If you have the drive to do better, but you just haven't found it yet, that's not terrible, But if you're living at home with your parents and you have no drive and no anticipation to do better for yourself and just scrape by and do the bare minimum, that's where I think the money thing, we'll say money drive.
So now we get into the interesting part of this whole pyramid we have here. How do you date out of your league?
Yes. So it comes back to our what's the etiquette question.
Yeah, is it?
So let's say I am here. Let's say I'm a 3.
Okay.
Possible 4. The girl that I was interested in is without a doubt a 2. Strong possible fucking 1.
Okay, but you don't know anything about her, so you don't know about risk.
Yeah.
And so far, you think personality thumbs up.
Seems so.
So she seems like a
Yep.
one, maybe a 2, but
Yep.
you're probably leaning towards the 1.
Yep.
And you're considering yourself
Definitely got the drive.
in the 3/4 region. So let's just
So
keep
how does someone here go to someone here?
That's a struggle, man. But again, this is where I always believe that when it comes to leagues, I feel that women date out of their league a lot.
So you're saying that it's much easier for a woman to be here and date here versus a guy being here and dating here.
I think both ways. I think girls will date down, no problem, a lot of times. And this is a horrible thing to say, but I think it's one of those situations of, I've met a lot of women that are very selfish, and I'm not saying that guys are not too, so don't take it that way. But dating down
There's way easier than dating up.
it's ways than dating up, but it also kind of makes them feel a little bit better about themselves.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, you've seen the whole dynamic of like, you got that one hot girl that hangs out with her fucking 3 friends who are clearly not in her league. They're down here and
Yep.
she's up there.
Yep.
But she hangs out with the 3 4s to make her 1 go up into the
A 1 plus?
a 1 plus into the bottom tier 4 region of the next
Maybe
tier.
send them into a 5
Yeah,
somehow.
right? But yeah, like, it could be one of those things, and I think vice versa. I think a dude who's a 1,
I think a dude with a 1 has no problem dating a girl that's a 4
No.
if she's got
Yes.
looks.
If she just has that.
Yes.
That's the difference right there. If they just have that, it's like almost it's okay.
Yeah, if you're 1 out of 4, if you're a woman, no, even a man, if you're 1 out of the 4 is the looks, you have a great chance.
You have a great chance of dating up, no problem.
Because again, most people are superficial, even though they don't want to admit it. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I will 100% admit that I am one of those people.
Now, there's one thing I remember. I forget what show it was on. It might have been Friends. I don't know, but they talked about settling. But there's always somebody that settles in a relationship. It was some sitcom. I can't remember which one it was.
I did not settle for Lily. Okay, yes, she's a little short, and true. My mom says she doesn't have the hips to birth an Erickson child, but it's... Oh my God, you guys think I'm the reacher.
That's why Lily's not jealous.
It's like, who's the settler? Who settled? And it was like, well, I didn't settle for her. She settled for me. It was like,
oh, that was
no.
Monica and Chandler.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, no, actually, she settled for you. Like, because she's got this, this, and this, and blah, blah. And it's like, wait a second. I'm the one that was settled on?
Yeah.
She settled on me? Like, what? And it, like, fucked up the whole dynamic of, like, him like, going crazy in his head of why she was better than him. And he thought he was settling for her. And, like, yeah, the whole fucked up thing. So... Is that true in a relationship? There's always one of the people is settling for the other.
I don't think that's
frequently you get.
I don't think that's always the situation at all because I definitely see, and I'm one of those people. I may come off as like a tool and a scumbag sometimes with the shit I say because I'm just too honest. I would 100%, in my opinion, especially now, there's no way I'm dating down.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Right.
And obviously, the girl I'm dating right now, I believe, hits all these markers for me. Looks, money, drive, personality, and zero risk. Nothing. So I believe she is up in the 1 range.
Well, she did kill that hooker that one time.
She did do that, but I wouldn't consider that risk. I mean, come on.
That's pretty cool.
She deserved it.
I mean, everybody does that in Atlantic City. So who doesn't? Who hasn't killed a hooker in Atlantic City? I did that for my bachelor party. Then went back next week and did it again.
I was there. I was handcuffed to you. But yeah, I wouldn't date down now.
Yeah.
Because if you're addressing my past, you and I both know I've clearly dated down in my past. Okay. And again, she had that one thing up there.
Right.
And that's where my superficial bullshit comes into play.
Right.
Again, but she made me believe that she had this. She made me believe that she had this. And this is just out the fucking window.
Oh, yeah,
so she was easily a 3. But this was more risk than anything on the face of this fucking planet. But, these 3 right here made me believe those things. But obviously, that's how that whole thing went.
Right.
But I don't believe in dating down by any means on my end because I work my ass off on my looks. I go to the gym every fucking day. I train my ass off. I try and eat right and do my thing. I kill myself with my fucking business. My personality, I mean, that's just, developmental. That's still in development. So.
All right. So again, let's say, here I am hanging out by myself.
So how do you date up?
How do you approach a 1? If you're a 3, how do you approach a 1?
I think, personally, if you, remember how we said, a guy will date down if the girl has this? I think if you have this, which you do, and you have this, a girl will date down in the bracket like that. Okay? If you at least have drive, but if you have personality that works for her, they'll do that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
If you have looks and personality, but like no money or no drive, but you're like, I still think you could date up no problem.
Okay.
Okay, but I consider you to have at least those 3 right there. And you're, I consider you, well, you have 2 of the 4. I consider you have, honestly, dude, because money and drive, I think, are 2 separate things, in my opinion. But I believe you have drive. I believe you have personality and looks. I would actually put you into a 2. But I think you could get up to that and no problem. No problem.
Right.
I mean, you're shit out of luck with the risk part, but you can't really change that. So I don't think that should keep you down in the 2s.
Not so much risk, but more so baggage.
Yeah, that's what we said.
I'm gonna say risk because
risk of a problem, I guess, or risk of
it's baggage. I have baggage.
Yeah, it's baggage.
Definitely
So
have baggage.
yeah, I would definitely think that you could date up no problem, just because the sheer fact of.
Now here's another thing I try to tell myself sometimes because I realize I'm hovering in this area here, And I do get hard on myself, especially in this area here, the looks department.
Which we all do.
But when I see a girl that I think is a 1, I'm thinking most people are afraid to approach that 1. And I bet you a lot of times people are afraid to talk to them, and when somebody actually does try to talk to them and has a personality and some drive and maybe decent looking at best, they can easily date up into that because they just want somebody to fucking approach them and actually not be afraid to talk to them and think this and that. Because I bet you most people who are up here, well, not most, but I bet you a lot of people who are up here don't think they're here. They probably think they're here.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. You know how many ones I've seen dating these motherfuckers down here, and I see them, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the
Again,
fuck
both ways, though.
did this guy do?
Men and women dating.
Yeah. But I think if
most people rely
if
on
this
looks.
one down here, number 4, has that, I think a girl will date him, no problem. No problem. Loser.
Yeah.
Fucking loser. Not even good looking. No money.
Baby mamas.
But yeah, 12 kids with like all different women.
But he's charming, funny,
funny,
can
everything.
talk, can handle a conversation.
He makes me laugh. You ever hear that one?
Yeah. I can talk to you. You're easy to talk to.
You're easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
So yeah, but I definitely think you could date up, no problem. I mean, I just it's one of those situations. I think personality is like one of those like dividing factors that you can kind of skip categories if you have that, because you charm your way into the next league.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was going to be like my next thing. Like you can upgrade yourself, obviously.
Yeah.
Life can always get better.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It
to
can also
rid
get
of
worse
the
too.
Yeah, it's maybe a little hard to get rid of some baggage and some risk depending on your situation.
I think you can.
I think how you
control it.
handle this.
How you control your baggage.
Right. How you let this affect you and your personal life and all that. How you handle this shit can make a big difference. So that's one thing to overcome that. You can stop being a fucking douchebag. Maybe get some therapy, self-reflecting, realize you don't have to be such an asshole.
Be nice.
Obviously, you could kick yourself in the ass, create some more drive for yourself. You could fall into a better position financially, money-wise, with a better job, get promoted, whatever it may be.
Of course.
Looks is a little tough, but if you start actually taking care of yourself, being healthy, going to the gym.
Go to the gym, take care of yourself, start eating right.
Yeah.
I believe. Listen,
some calf implants.
Yeah, I mean, I believe looks can always be worked on, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
Possible. Not so much the face for men. Women can just shotgun a fucking paint can on their face and change that in an instant.
It's true. It's very true. So, all right, who would you put, like someone who's famous, who we don't know? Who do you think is probably a 1?
Oh, God.
Who would you throw into that category?
It's hard, man, because again, the bag. I don't know. You don't know anything about their baggage and who they are as a person, and it's very hard to what their personality really is like. Because I think a lot of famous people, like for instance, I guarantee you, a lot of these people will be like Beyonce.
The fuck out of here with that.
I think a lot of people that are up high in those positions are probably fucking assholes. In their personal life. They may be nice to a lot of people in public, but I gotta imagine the ego and shit that comes. I'm not saying that Beyonce, the Beehive, don't come at me, but
I think Keanu Reeves would probably fall up there for women. I hear he's like such a nice guy.
Could be.
Yeah, I think Keanu would fall into the number 1 region.
So we'll say like a Keanu.
Like Keanu for women.
Keanu.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, a number 2, 3 out of 4 of those. Who is like an ugly actor that gets bitches all the time? Because you always see people like that. Like, how is this guy? Like, he's clearly only with them because he's good, or because he's a celebrity, rich, probably funny.
How about
like
that?
Like a Jim Carrey.
I thought Jim Carrey was good looking, personally. He had perfect teeth.
Okay.
His fucking teeth were immaculate, except the chip that he has. But I have a chip in my tooth too. But yeah, I always thought he was a pretty good looking dude. He was nuts. But what would women find attractive to be a number 2, or what, like a number 2, but not the looks?
Like
who's that fucking singer guy that people like, who I don't think is good looking at all? The fucking Mayer guy.
John Mayer?
I don't find him attractive at all.
Oh, no shit.
I don't. Most women do, and apparently he's got like an enormous cock.
I was gonna
and
say
he's amazing in bed.
But Quentin Tarantino. You know what I'm saying? Guy's got
and
a ton of money.
If you ever
probably
watch,
cool as fuck to hang out with.
If you ever watch the From Dusk Till Dawn documentary, they like say in that, like the making of, they say like every girl like was lining up to fuck Quentin Tarantino.
And look at that guy.
I love Quentin.
Yeah.
I mean, physically, he's not my type of a man, but he seems like a cool dude. He seems like a cool guy. Obviously, got a ton of fucking money. Incredibly fucking talented writer. Even actor. I think he's great at what he does.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Quentin would fall in number 2.
Yeah, you know.
You know, I think Quentin would fall in number 2.
Why are we doing guys, you fucking homo?
Well, we're believing what women. We don't know anything about these fucking women. And honestly, most women I meet are fucking just so mean sometimes. You know what I mean? And just so the personality thing is tough.
Yeah.
You know, you know they got looks. You know they got money. We have no fucking idea what their
You know
personality
who's
is.
like, you know who would be a strong 2? Who's that one chick that was in Melissa McCarthy? From like Bridesmaids, the heavyset chick? She's funny as fuck.
She is funny. And she's definitely got money. She's got personality. Not my type physically.
Yeah, probably not a lot of people's type because
You know,
she's a bigger
so yeah,
girl.
I think we could put her in number 2. We know nothing about risk for either one of these fucking people.
That's what I'm saying. For most of them, you're not going to know risk.
Can assume they are who they look like they are.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. Let's approach that. So for number 3, 2 out of 4. So maybe looks and money, but you know they're a fucking dick.
Right. Or what about like a someone who fell out of the limelight that doesn't have the money anymore, but they're still sexy as fuck, still probably a really cool person. Like let me try and think here.
I already have a number 4. I know a number 4 right off the bat. Yeah.
Who's your 4?
The number 4, I would definitely say, like for women, would be a Brendan Fraser. 100%. He definitely fell out of the limelight. Guy's looks have faded over the years. He's getting older, this, that, and the other thing. The risk factor, he's got a ton of baggage with the bullshit he went through with his ex-wife.
It's like Nicolas Cage. That's what it reminds me of, too.
But personality-wise, apparently the guy's like the nicest human being on the face of the planet. Really like a good soul. So I would definitely say Brendan Fraser. But
Brandon or Brendan? Brandon?
Someone
Brandon
yelled
Fraser?
at me today.
I think it's Brandon
saying-
Fraser.
I call him Brandon Fraser, and this one was like, it's fucking Brendan, asshole. It was my friend who said that. I was like, all right.
Brandon Fraser it is.
I'm going with Brandon. Yeah, fuck you, Paul. He was the one who said it to me.
Fraser, F-A-R-Z-E-R?
No, I think it's an S. F-A-R... Whatever.
You know what the fuck we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we know what we're talking about.
So number 3.
I think Brandon Fraser will make his way up into the 3 with that new show that he's on that I need to watch called Death Patrol.
Okay.
Or Doom Patrol. Sorry, Doom Patrol. But he's making his way back up in that region.
Okay.
So he'll have his money back in no time.
2 out of 4.
That's a tough one, man. So we're just going. So just going money. How about just money and looks?
Money and looks.
Money
You know they're an asshole, a jerk
They're
off.
a fucking dick. Money and looks. I know the person right off the fucking bat.
Who's that?
Gwyneth fucking Paltrow. We just
you go.
spoke about her.
I was actually going to say Johnny Depp is what I was going to say.
He's another one who apparently. But we just found out that he was getting abused by that chick Amber Heard.
Yeah, but he looks like a fucking weirdo. The guy's super weird.
Yeah, he's
obviously he's got a lot of crazy shit going on in his life all the fucking time. He's got all the money in the world from Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's one of the best looking men on the planet apparently.
It's true. Gwyneth Paltrow apparently is a fucking bitch, according to many sources, and apparently she's even admitted that she's not a very nice human being. And then Johnny Depp is a number 3. People are gonna get so upset about that.
I know, but
it's true.
Where's the argument?
Oh yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Where's the
I love
argument?
how Keanu made number 1 spot though. Fucking Keanu Reeves just landed as a
Can
number
we think
1.
of a female number 1?
A female number 1. I can't even put.
I don't know why.
Honestly?
but the first woman that popped in my head is Sofia Vergara. From
I know who it is. I know who it is. Yeah, she's married to
smoking
Joe.
hot.
She's married to Joe Manganiello.
Yes, ton of money. She's funny as fuck. She's a
I would
comedian.
throw her in there. Honestly, I'm ready to throw one of my fucking my crushes in. Sarah Michelle Gellar, man. She's still gorgeous. She's got great money, incredible personality. And when it comes to baggage and risk, I mean, obviously she's married, but she's married to the same fucking guy for what, 30 years? And apparently the relationship is incredible. So, see, I knew I had something when I picked her when I was fucking 8 years old. When I fell in love with her, I knew it. I knew she was going to be a good catch.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar would definitely fall in that region.
Do we have another? We have a female for number 4.
Yeah, and this is by no means an insult to him because I fucking love him. I just, I feel as though he definitely fell a lot over his. He had a lot of bad luck. But a female 1.
Pam Anderson. She's still kind of good looking. Well, how's her money?
I don't know how her money situation
I'm
is.
saying she hasn't done shit in a long
More
time. She's
money
probably
than-
got money.
More money than you and I. But we're clearly we're
Personality,
not in
she
our
was-
tier anymore. We're at the next tier right now.
Yeah.
Celebrity tier. I mean, that's a tough one. Pam Anderson, really?
First one that popped in my head.
Yeah.
She's got hepatitis, so ton of risk there. Ton of risk. Ton of risk. She seems like an asshole.
Oh, Charlie Sheen.
Go for like I want to.
Charlie Sheen would be a fucking 5, dude. He don't have any of those anymore, does he? Didn't he lose all his money? He's a train wreck. He's got like fucking AIDS now.
Yeah.
And isn't his personality like a...
Charlie Sheen should replace Brandon Fraser. He's gotta be. I mean, well,
Dude,
no, does he have any of them? He might be number
that's
5.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Charlie Sheen would be like a number 5, dude. Talk about a fucking fall from grace, man. And it's a shame because he was so funny.
Tell me about the last time you took drugs.
The last time I took drugs, I probably took more than anybody could survive. You know.
What are we talking about? How much?
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed. I have one gear. Go.
But Denise Richards down there, I don't think her money situation is very good. I heard she's got a shitty personality. No, not at all. She's not really.
All right. I don't know if I could come up with a girl for number 4.
I don't know, and I feel like we're gonna get bashed for it.
Courtney Love just popped in my head because she's got all of Kurt Cobain's money. I would love to put Courtney Love at number 5, but like I said, she has all of Kurt Cobain's money, so she's loaded. So there's our pyramid of
celebrities that we know nothing about except what we read and see.
Yeah.
And somehow,
Yeah, I don't
my
know.
90s crush made it into number 1.
Yeah, but again, so if you feel like somebody is out of your league, let's bring it back to reality. If you feel like somebody is out of your league, I don't think that should deter you from trying to talk to them or approaching them or thinking that you have a chance because you never know. One, you never know what this person is thinking, what they're looking for. You may not need to meet all these requirements to be in their wheelhouse. So
probably not.
The one that comes back to like negative self-talk. Like don't talk yourself out.
Your name's still in there, Kyle.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Let me know. Let me know.
But yeah, I mean, the leagues are definitely real. It's a matter of, can you break out of the league that you are currently in and date up, or, do you not really give a fuck and you'll date down, up, down, left, right, all around? It really doesn't matter.
So let us know, write in the comments, what do you think puts people into different leagues? What are the factors? Where do you put yourself? Where do you put Justin and I? And what tips would you have if someone is down in a 3 or a 4? How do you approach a number 1? How do you go about it? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, please.
And with that said,
that's a wrap for today.
Yeah, episode 5. I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Again, check out Spanky's Online. Our friends, Spanky's Online is their Instagram handle. Ton of fun stuff they got over there. They're doing like really cool events I see them doing online, like couples events and stuff like that with toys and all this shit. We got to make our way out to Cali one of these days.
I know, I got to bring the
They would
missus.
love to have us. And Freedom Firearms Unlimited out of Beechwood, New Jersey. Check them out. And
Hell yeah.
US Law Shield. Check them out as well. Couple podcasts. Again, 2 Baked Girls. Check them out. Pot Smoking Moms. Awesome. They're funny as hell too. Local Tom's River guys.
The Champ and the Goddamn Tramp.
Frankie Edgar and Roger Matthews, right out of Tom's River, New Jersey.
I've been actually talking to Roger. Fucking really, really cool dude.
Yeah, seem like really great guys.
Yeah, shooting the shit back and forth a little bit. They're great. I've watched every episode they have so far. I think they just released a new one. And they have their new sponsor on there. They got their shit all over the place from Eat Clean Bro.
Nice.
Local place, meal prep company.
Yep.
I've had their food a couple times when I was at Nick Catone's gym and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. You know what I mean? It's definitely good. Apparently the owner
that.
of that company is a fucking stand-up guy. He's a real cool dude.
Seems like it.
Yeah, and but they got a great podcast. They're having a lot of cool guests on there. If you're into MMA, if you're into just people shooting the shit like me and Kyle do, definitely go check them out as well. They're fucking awesome. So, but yeah, I think that's a wrap for today, man.
That's it.
So, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell down here over in this little corner. You're gonna flick the little bell. Little flick on the little bell.
Please comment. And
yes.
help us out. Share our stuff. If you could share it with somebody you know, drop a link, drop a post, whatever it may be, help us out.
Yeah, we're approaching 1,000 followers, and like Kyle said before, we're gonna start doing giveaways. But there's a little contingency on the giveaways, which if you want to win, you gotta do a little what?
Well, no, don't give it away.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I'm saying there's a
okay.
contingency. You're gonna
Of
have
course.
to.
You got to enter the giveaway.
Yeah, you got to enter the giveaway. You got to do a little something, something. But hopefully you want to do it because there's going to be some pretty cool stuff that we're going to be giving away. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next week.
Can we give away like what are we like underwear? Like I got like old underwear and shit I was gonna throw away. Like
You should put that on that escort service thing that you just went on.
oh maybe I could fucking burn it and grind it down into incense and sell it.
Only in a perfect world.
Yeah, we'll call it
Justin and Kyle's asshole stench.
taint sense. See you later, guys. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Taint